The firsts, women who broke world records and barriers. A review of history reveals a long list of courageous women who not only set world records, but also shattered social and practical barriers. These were the women who proved that determination, courage, and resolve are not the sole inheritance of any one gender. They left their marks in fields that had been dominated by men for centuries. These stories are not just about records. They are a celebration of resilience, perseverance, and the boundless potential of the human spirit. The Queen of Flight, Amelia Earhart. When we talk about barrier-breaking women, the first name that comes to mind in the world of aviation is Amelia Earhart. In an era when it was almost unthinkable for women to enter the field of flying, Amelia made history with her iron will. In 1932, she became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean, and the second person in the world to accomplish this feat. Her flight became a symbol of freedom and adventure for women. Amelia faced severe weather, technical faults, and isolation during her journey, but her flight was a message to every girl who wanted to give wings to her dreams. She was not only a pilot but also a strong advocate for gender equality. Conquering the world's highest peak, Junko Tabei. Mountaineering is an arduous and dangerous sport that requires not only physical strength, but also an unbeatable mental fortitude. In 1975, Japan's Junko Tabei became the first woman to summit the world's highest peak, Mount Everest. Her dream of climbing Everest began in the early 1970s when she formed an all-female mountaineering team. Despite facing social pressure and a lack of resources, Junko's resolve did not diminish. On the way, an avalanche nearly killed her and her team, but despite being injured, she refused to turn back. Standing on the summit of Everest, Junko not only conquered a mountain but also broke the outdated notion that women are the weaker sex. She later went on to become the first woman to complete the 7 summits, conquering the highest peak on each continent. Conqueror of the Waters, Diana Nyad. Diana Nyad's story is a living proof that age is just a number and that anything is possible with persistence. At the age of 64, Diana Nyad became the first person to swim from Cuba to Florida without a protective shark cage. This was an extremely dangerous journey of approximately 110 miles. She had failed multiple times before in her attempts, but each failure made her stronger. Enduring 53 hours of continuous swimming, jellyfish stings, and extreme exhaustion, she achieved her goal in 2013. Her feat is not just a record, but a lesson in perseverance that teaches us never to give up if you have the passion. The flag bearer of education, Malala Yousafzai. While Malala Yousafzai did not break a record in a physical sport, she broke a barrier in education that has been prevalent in many societies for centuries. Malala, from Pakistan, was a brave activist who spoke out for girls' education. Her voice was not silenced even after she was shot by terrorists. She became a global symbol for the right to education and, in 2014, became the youngest person in the world to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. At the age of just 17, Malala proved that the power of the pen and the voice is far stronger than the gun. Dominating world sports, Serena Williams and Mary Kom. In the world of sports, women like Serena Williams and Mary Kom proved their strength and skill. In tennis, Serena Williams redefined the sport by winning the most Grand Slam titles, 23, in the Open era. Her power, skill, and dominance on the court set a standard for a generation of female athletes. Similarly, India's Mary Kom is the only female boxer to win the World Amateur Boxing Championship 6 times. In a sport where women were underestimated, Mary Kom, despite being a mother of 5 children, proved with her extraordinary achievements that a strong will can break all boundaries. Her story is a symbol of endurance and dedication. Flight to space, Christina Koch and Kalpana Chawla. The vastness of space has also not been out of reach for women. American astronaut Christina Koch broke the women's record for the longest single spaceflight, spending 328 continuous days in space. She proved her capability and endurance in space. Indian-born American astronaut Kalpana Chawla, who became the first Indian-origin woman to go to space in 1997, inspired an entire generation to dream. Although she tragically died in the Columbia shuttle disaster, her journey into space is a shining example that any woman can go beyond the ends of the world with hard work and capability. Conclusion: these stories of the firsts are not just tales of individual achievements. They are a slogan for all women who aspire to excel in any field. These women proved that human resolve is beyond geographical boundaries, social expectations, and even physical frailties. By breaking world records, they not only inscribed their names in the Guinness books but also opened new paths for women in every corner of the world. Their legacy is that women should not just follow, they should create their own paths. It is true that only a few people break world records, but every woman who breaks a barrier within herself is a first, and her resolve is worthy of praise. Their stories will continue to remind future generations that beyond every peak, every ocean, and every darkness, a new dawn awaits. Subscribe to our channel, like the video, share, and comment. See you in the next video with a new topic.